Have you received your certificate morning? Have you received the certificate? Yeah. Okay, guys. Online students, is my voice is loud and clear? Could you please confirm? Yeah, it is clear, right? So let's start the session. So in today's class, we are going to discuss the project. So in the last class, we are discussing the step-by-step procedure, and also I have shared you the project requirements along with the data set. Project requirements is analytical report, as there is no difference in the project requirements for data analyst. Generally, it would be of analytical input. And what are the important observations you have made on that, you have to present. So if in the interview, okay, in the interview, if they ask you, what is the business problem? What would be a general data analyst will do, or business problem, or anything related to that? Answer is analytical report. Means complete analytical report means a report with complete analysis. A report having complete analysis. Complete analysis on data. So the complete analysis, all types of analysis. Okay, there is no nothing this, that, like that. The complete analysis of the data. The complete analysis is called as analytics. Analytics, right? Now in the interview, they may ask you the question like, what is the difference between analysis versus analyst? Analysis and analyst, what is means? Here, one question is there, right? One question will be considered as one analysis. What are the top 5 products in terms of sales? It is the analysis. What are the bottom 5 products is the analysis. How the sales changes with monthly, as month changes, how the total sales changes, analysis. And each question is the analysis, observation. Analysis means basically in simple word, observation. Okay, directly by seeing and observing one thing, and by applying some logic and observing. Applying the logic and observing is called as analysis. Without applying the logic, just you are observing is called as general observation. What is the difference between a normal general observation is, in the observation, we will observe many things. General observation. It's a general observation, what we see. Simply to say what we see. Okay. What is analysis means? After applying some logic, apply some logic and observe the output. So applying some logic and applying the observing the output is called as analysis. Like that, you are going to apply the multiple logics, and you are going to do the complete analysis. Now, what is meant by here complete analysis? Complete analysis means nothing but complete all the logics, applying the multiple logics. Complete analysis means, the meaning of complete analysis is applying the multiple logics. Instead of one, applying multiple. Complete means apply multiple logical questions on the data. Applying the various multiple logical questions relevant to project, which are relevant to project. You are going to apply the multiple logical questions on that. In the interview, they'll ask, what is exactly a data analyst will do? Means the data analyst exactly will do as by applying the multiple logical questions. When you say this one, automatically the interview will ask the next question, from where you get the questions? From where you get questions? You only told that analysis, complete analysis means applying the multiple logical questions. But from where you will get these questions? The interview will ask the question like this. From where you will get the questions means you have to say the answer as by applying by applying univariate, bivariate, and multivariate analysis. Univariate, bivariate, and multivariate, a different combination of analysis, we are going to get the questions. So what exactly a data science analyst will do means complete analysis. From where you get the questions means by applying like this. These questions are some of the sample questions. I have shared you some of the sample questions, but they are not only the questions. We can have still more questions. So applying the various logical questions on the given data and getting the outputs for that is called as data analysis. Data analysis, and data analyst will do that, right? Now, then automatically they'll understand that, okay, you are going to do the analysis like this. Now, what are the steps involved? They'll ask, and from there, you are going to start the steps. Already we know this one. I'm not going to explain one more time. So all these things we are going to do. Now, here, as I've told you, today we are going to work with the Power BI project. So for that, I'm just loading the Power BI. And earlier also I have told you, you'll always get the data in the multiple tables. Again, the question would be like this. Why you get the data in the multiple tables? Why you get data in multiple tables? They'll ask the question like this. Why you get the data in the multiple tables? Why it can't be in the single table? Okay, single to save the space. To save space. To save the memory. To save memory. Which memory? Hard disk memory. Okay, it is not RAM memory. It is not processing time. It is hard disk memory where the data is there, right? Data memory. To save the data space memory. To save the memory, we are going to divide the data into multiple tables and we are going to save. By doing like this, we are going to save the memory. And this concept only called as database schema. Database schema, or even in the Power BI, this is in the database, within the database. So within the database, we are having the database schema. So in the data, we are going to have the database schema in the database. In the Power BI, we are having the star schema. Now, what is meant by star schema? Within the Power BI, what is meant by star schema? Star schema means nothing but a table connected to multiple tables. A table connected to multiple tables. Do you remember the parent table and child table? What is parent table and what is child table? Parent table which doesn't have any foreign key. Child table which has the foreign key. Here in the within the database, they are called as child table and parent table in the database, within the database. Sir, how it is related to today's project means their only connection is there. All these are connected to each other. So parent table which has no foreign key. There is no foreign key. This is a similar kind of main table and which has a foreign key. A foreign key. Okay, which has a foreign key is called as child table, parent table. Now this table, whichever the table is a parent table, we call that table called as dimensions. In the Power BI. In the Power BI, we call it as what? Dimension. Now, child table in Power BI is called as fact table. This is called as dimension table and this is called as fact table. Now, in the database, we call it as database schema. What are the ER diagram is there? That ER diagram, we call it as database schema. Here we call it as star schema. In the Power BI, we call it as the same as star schema. Is the point is clear? Same, right? Now, this question, okay. So what are the star schema is there? Star means you are going to have the symbol, as everyone knows how the star looks. Okay, how the star looks. So here a star looks something like this. Okay, maybe diagram is first. Okay, so a star table. Now here we are having the dimensions, dimensional tables. These are all called as dimensional table, and the table which is connected to this one is called as fact table. Fact table will be connected because here the foreign key will be there. Here there is no foreign key. So whichever is not having the foreign key, and that will be connected. So it is called as some kind of star schema. Same thing here, we call it as ER diagram or database schema, right? Now, so once we understand the table and everything, then we can do the further things. So now, why we'll get the data in the tables means the reason is to save the memory. As it is divided in the multiple tables, duplicates will be less. Okay, when the duplicates are less, automatically memory will be saved. Individual table duplicates will be less. Child table will have the duplicates, but parent table will have the non-duplicates. Okay, so that is the advantage. It will reduce the space. That is the reason relational database has came into picture, and already we have completed the database concepts and everything. Now, here, whether we get the data in the Excel sheet also, why we get the data in the multiple tables means this is the reason. Now, let us first what we have to do, data understanding followed by data exploration. Once understanding is clear only, we can do remaining things very clearly. For that, just I'm trying to load the data. Okay. So for loading the data, I'm going to use what are the data set I have shared to you. So we are working with the multiple data sets. If you can check how many data sets we are using means multiple. Okay. Now, so total 4 tables are there. And these 4 tables, you can click on the load or you can click on the transform. Now, if it is a clean data, we have to click on the load. If it is unclean data, we have to click on the transform. First, how to check it is a clean data or unclean data? Means by default, we also don't know unless we see that. How to see that means once we have to load the data. So once we load the data and by default, we have to click on the transform only. If you click on the load also not a problem. Here you can have to click on the finally transform only. But to click on the transform first, we require the each and every column name understanding. Okay. Now, so here we are having the table. See, this is the table. Total, we are having the table like this and which is connected to each other. Now, here, one of the table was not connected. The reason behind why? We have to cross check. The reason we have to cross check. To cross check that reason, we have to click on the transform. Okay, if really they are not having any common thing means okay. If they are having some common and they have not connected means we have to identify the error. What is the reason? Yes. Now, here we are going to check what are the data we are having. This is the data. And already I told you the each and every column name. First, I'm going to check whether the data type is same. For checking whether it is a clean data or unclean data, for that what I require? View, column profile, column distribution. These 2 things I required. And it has to be done. The column profiling. What are the column profile is there? If I tick on the column profile, it is going to tell me total 50 records are there. But in my data set, it is not 50 records. Here it is working based on the top 1000 rows. I don't want to work on the top 1000 rows. It has to select the entire data. For selecting the entire data, I'm going to click on the entire data set. Okay, the column profiling has to be done on entire data set. Now, next, column distribution. What are the column distribution you are having and column profiling you are having? Let us go with the one by one, each of them. So let's start with this, that is customer ID. Customer ID here I'm having in terms of data type as 123, and here what are the values you are having. And let me check the column quality also, because in the column quality only I can check the null values. How many null values are there in that? Okay, whether duplicates are there or null values are there or errors are there. I have to check this one only. And here I'm going to change the data type to ABC. Okay, done. Now column profiling will be done on the complete data. Now next, customer name, city name, state name, PIN code, next email ID, followed by phone number. Done. Next, come to the product ID. Product ID is in the ABC format, product name and product line, price per unit. So just I'm going to rename this column name as price per unit. Okay, for my understanding easiness, I'm going to change this one to price per unit. Next, coming to the promotion. In the promotion here, the column ID. So for that, I'm going to click on the transform, use first row as headers. Now first row will be converted to headers. Now after converting this one to headers, now I'm having with respect to again promotional ID, promotion name, ad type, coupon code and reduction type. Now come to the sales. What are the sales I'm having? It is in the date format. Okay, date, which is also in the date format only. Done. Next, customer ID. Let me change the customer ID to ABC. Okay. Next, I'm going to take the promotion ID. Now in the promotion ID, I'm having here both ABC and along with the 123. Why I'm getting ABC plus 123? Both of them. What is the reason, miss? Here, some of them are zeros are available. Okay. Some of them are zeros are available, the promotion ID, and some of them are having with the code. What are the promotional code is there? Next, product ID and followed by units sold. Okay. So now this is the data set which I'm having. Now for this data set, I have to create. Okay. Let me cross check first. Click on the apply. Okay. Done. Now this is the table 1. This is table 2, table 3, table 4. And let me check this one. Now here I can see the column names, but these column names are not connected to the table. So to connect with the table, here I'm going to select this one and this one, and these two has to be connected to each other. For connecting each other, I'm going to click on this. Now here it is showing that okay, says customer ID within the says product ID was connected. I'm adding the new relationship, and the new relationship is from the sales table. What are the sales table is there? In the sales table, what should be connected to the promotional ID? This one has to be connected to the promotions of promotion ID. Click on the save. Okay. Now just it is connected to the all the tables. Let me keep this one side here. Let me keep here. This is in the center and this one in the this side. right? Is that clear, everyone? Now, as one of the student is asking a question, what is the question is, sir, Govardhan, sir, one small doubt, why you are changing the customer ID to ABC? Because it is int type only. So it should be in the 123 only, no, sir. Yes, very simple question. Here, what are the customer ID product, this promotion IDs are there, right? These IDs, what are the, every ID is a categorical variable, basically. It is not a count variable. So since it is considered as a categorical variable in my case, that is the reason I have chosen as ABC. Categorical variables will choose as ABC. Though it is in the number format also, okay, categorical variable. Each ID will be considered as one unique value, right? Done. Next, let me save the file so that if anything goes wrong, it would be. So project, let me keep as a Power BI project. And let me save this one. On the desktop, or let me save. Done. I'm going to save here as Power BI project. Done. Next. Now we have to add the columns. In order to work with the data, we have to add the few columns. Now let's start adding the columns. What are the columns? First, let's see in the customers. Within the customers, are we going to add any new column? I don't require here any new column because customer name, city, these are independent to each other. There is no connection. That is not a problem. Next, this is a product ID, product name, and product line per unit price. This one also not a problem. Everything is perfect. So we can go ahead. There is no issue with this. Next, promotion. Here I have to add a new column. What is that new column is? Here what are the value you are having? According to that, I want the percentage. So for adding that new column here, I'm going to click on the add column, and here I'm going to add a new column based on the condition. So here I'm going to click on the conditional column. Okay, the column is conditional column. What is this conditional column is? Okay, discount percentage. I'm going to give the name as column name, whatever the discount percentage was applied. Percentage. Now, if the whatever the column ID, what is the column ID here? I have to select promotional ID is equal to PR001. In that case, what is the value it has to give? 20%. So 20%, here I'm going to write either 20 or percentage ma, directly you can take the 0.2 also. Or if you want, you can write 20%. Later you can divide by 100 in the further when we are doing the calculation. Next, again, if the promotional ID is equal to PR002, then in that case, it has to give the, what is the percent? 10%. Next, promotional ID is equal to PR003, and in that buy one get one, which is equal to 50%. Next, if promotional ID is equal to PR004, then it has to give again 50%. Next, promotional ID equal to PR005, and it has to give the 70%. So like this, I'm going to take else 0%. For none of, if there is no promotional ID or something, it has to give the 0. And I'm going to create a new column. See, discount percent, 20, 10, 50, 50, and 70. It has created. A new column was created. And which is ABC123, or what is this one? What is the data type of this one? It is directly number only. So I'm going to take as a whole number and I'm going to convert this one to whole number, right? And click on the save. Done. Next, I'm coming to the sales column. Now in the sales column, I'm having the date, customer ID, promotional ID, product and units. Now, since everything are connected to each other, now based on my requirement, with this basically transformation was completed for me. I have created. But here, what is my requirement is wherever the product ID is there, that ID percentage, it has to be mentioned in order to calculate the discount value. So for that, I have to add a new column here, this one. So to add that new column, what are the product ID or something you are having? Now, so here I'm going to add a new column by using either in terms of merge, or I can use again conditional formatting. So I'm just merging. I'm applying the merge. In the merge, I'm going to select the promotion ID with the promotion column, and within the promotion column, again promotion ID. These two has to be merged with the left outer join and click on the OK. And when I click on the OK, join was done. But here with the join, how many columns has to be joined means I don't require all the columns. What I require? Discount percent. So discount percent column was added. Now here, if you observe clearly, when I have done the merge, it has applied the merge function based on the wherever the value. See here, PR001 means 20%, PR001 20%, PR004 50%. Now the problem is here 23% of the data is having in terms of entire things, but 77% of the data is having missing. Now we have to treat the missing values. So for this, just let me change this one to rename the column first. How to rename the column? Like this, or double click simply. I'm going to add here discount percentage. I don't require anything else, discount percent. And second, I'm going to have replace values. Which values you have to replace? Null values. With what you have to replace? 0. Because discount percent is not applicable. You have not applied any coupon code or anything, means there is no discount basically. Now here, what is the data you are having here? It is 1, 2, 3 data. So here just you are going to keep as whole number, a data with 1, 2, 3 whole number, right? For example, if you have done with 0.2 or something, you may keep here that one, right? So you have understood, right? How we have combined the data. Or here itself you can add a new column. How to add a new column is just click on the add column and condition and select this one, and based on the condition here itself you can add. Directly you can add. Okay, next, coming to the next one, discount percentage. Okay, now I want to add the next one called as unit price. Here unit sold is there, but what is the unit price? Unit price is available where? For each product. Here the product is available, and here I require the unit price column. In this, what I have to do again? I have to click on the merge one more time. Now in the merge, I'm going to select this time. How I have to select means based on the product ID here, and within the products table, product ID. See how many records are matching means all the records. Here no null values are there. Earlier you got 7, 10 only because multiple null values are there. Okay, and you are going to click on the OK. Now in this, you want to add all the columns? No need, right? What are the columns I required? Product per unit. So just I'm going to select the product per unit. And so this is price. What are the prices there? Price per unit. Within the product, price per unit. Done. Next, I want in terms of next one column called as sales column, net sales or total sales. What is meant by total sales means unit sold into unit per a price per unit. These two has to be multiplied. So I'm going to add a new column. How to add a new column? Now this time conditional column. No, what column? Custom column. To add the formula, we have to add the custom column. In the custom column, we are going to create a column called as total sales. Total sales is equal to what you have to multiply? Which two columns you have to multiply? That is unit sold, okay, into price per unit. These two you have to multiply, and no syntax errors has been detected. And it is going to create a new column like that, which is nothing but price. Now, what is the discount amount you have given? What is the discount amount you have given? So how to calculate the discounted amount? This is a total sale, or simply we'll write as sale. Okay, but this sale is the final price? No, minus we have to do the discounted value. First we'll calculate the here percentage is there. I want discount value. I don't want the percentage. I want the discount value column. To add the discount column, what I have to do? Again, you have to click on the, tell me first how to calculate. How to calculate? So that is nothing but your total sale. What are the total sale is there? Total sale into discount percent. What are the discount percent is there? Percent. But it is 20. But percentage means you have to divide by 100. So I'm going to add the brackets like this and divide by 100. Now what is this one is called as discounted value. Value. Earlier it is percent, here exact value. How much discount value you have given. So this is the sale, and for this how much discount you applied? 0% discount you have given. For this 4,497, 50% discount you have given, and net you have got this value. Now here decimals are there. Should I consider ABC 1, 2, 3, or what is the number I have to give here? Decimal. Is the point is clear? Up to here everyone is clear? Now net sale. Next I want to calculate a new column called as net sale. Net sale is nothing but total sale minus, what are the total sale is there? Here total sale column into, minus discounted value. Okay, discounted value. Just click on the OK and you will get the net sales. After, this is before discount, this is after discount. Okay, just if you are confused, you can write like this: sales before discount. Sales before discount. And this is sale, rename this one as sales after discount. Okay, this is before discount and this is after discount, and this is a whole number. Okay, whole number. Discounted value can be decimal, and after removing this one also it can be decimals are possible. So since decimals are possible, I'm going to keep in the decimal. Is the points are clear up to here? And everything, any questions? And click on the save. If anyone has any questions, please ask. This is completely data transformations which we have done. Okay. If any column is important, we are going to keep the column. If any column is unimportant, we are going to drop the column, and converting the data or something like this. Everything is clear, guys? Anyone has any questions till now? Anyone? Obviously, right? Anything is same. Anything is same. Just you can click on the custom and you can create, or you can create as a new column. Right click on that, and you are going to click on the new column, and you are going to write the formula wise. Same. Anything is same. Okay. You can click on the custom column, or you can create like that. Choice is yours. Now, once it is completed, now I'm having the data. Now, in the last class, what are the questions I have shared to you? That data transformations are completed. Now we are starting with the data analysis. Now in the data analysis, what is the first question we are having is top and bottom five with respect to sales, profit, and quantities sold. Now, so here I'm having with the data, right? And here I'm going to select the bar chart. In the bar chart, I'm going to take in terms of top five. What are the top five required? Product. Top five products. And next one is top five products based on their sales or profit or units. Now, here I required one more time. In the sales table, within the sales table, I connected the sales table to the promotion. I connected sales table to the promotion, and I have extracted the discounted price. And this promotion name or ad type or this one is not related to me. So this is not required as of now. For this particular analysis, it is not required. And discount percent. Now here from the product, I have to extract the product name also. To extract the product name, and I have to combine this one in the sales table. To which one I have to combine? Product ID. Product ID here, what are the number and the product name? It has to be combined. So for combining these two, what I have to do? Just I'm going to click on the merge. And in the merge, I'm going to select the product ID. And within the products, I'm going to select the product ID. And I'm going to apply the outer join. Now, after applying the left outer join, here earlier I have selected only price per unit. Instead of selecting only price per unit, I'll also add the product name. Earlier I have missed this one to add the product name. So just I'm adding the product name also. Rename this first. I'm just adding the product name also. Earlier I have added only in terms of price per unit I have added. Just I'm adding now this one also. Two columns I'm adding. That's it. And I'm going to click on the apply and close. Now, with related index, absolutely, you can do that. Okay. So here I'm going to take the product, what are the product name and along with the sales. So for sales, after discount or before discount. So net sales, that is after discount, after giving the final discount and everything, I have got the output like this. So what I require? Top five. So for required top five, what I have to do? Here in the product name, I can't select all of them. I'm going to apply the top five products. Top five based on their sales after discount. Sales after discount is also called as net sales. Sales before the discount is called as total sale, basically. Okay. Now I'm going to click on this, and this is the top five products which are having the sales. So here I'm going to do the neatly formatting. Okay. So for doing the formatting, for that, I'm going to click on this. Just a minute. Are we having any issue in meanwhile? Did we miss anything? customers, product, sales, ABC, this one, ABC 0123. And anyways, we don't require the product ID. So we can even remove this column. Simply we can remove. We don't even require product ID, units sold, discount percent, and what is the product ID and product name. Let us keep side by side. And how many units they have sold and what is the what is the price and discount and sales after discount and discounted value and this one. Done. Everything is perfect. Data types wise, everything are correct in the sales table. Yes, everything are correct. And click on the up, close and apply. First, let me click on the apply. It is better to click apply. And now let me click on the close. Okay. In my table, that is sales table. This is my sales table. Yeah. Next. Done. This is my product and says. Now I'm going to click on the formatting. Now once I click on the formatting here, first what I'm going to do the neatly formatting means in the formats I'm going to add the data labels. Once I add the data labels, I can see for which one the value is high and the data values, what are the values I'm having, data labels, and the value of the data label, just I'm increasing to bold. Okay, the values will be in the bold color and I'm going to give in the red. Okay, now here I don't require this x values, x-axis values or y-axis values. For that, what I have to do? In the x-axis, I'm going to remove the values, and within the y-axis also, I'm going to remove the values, both of them. Done. Next, do you require the y-axis values? Y-axis values are required. Title not required. And in the x-axis also, I don't require the title. Now, plot title. What are the plot title is there? The plot title I'm going to give as top 5 products. Top 5 products. Products based on sales. Top 5 products based on the sales. Right? And this is the title. So just let me change the title. Okay, black color, and let me keep in the center position, and let's add the underline also for that. Okay, and so this is my data. Is that visibility is clear? Top 5 products based on the sales, but products are not properly visible. So just let me add this values. X values, what are the x-axis, y-axis values are there? Just I'm going to keep them in the bold letters and let me increase the slightly the size. Is that clear? Now it is visible properly. Now for one of them, I will do the neat formatting. After that, copy paste only now. Next one, bottom five, based on the sales, based on the quantity, everything is copy paste only. At least one of them we have to do a perfect formatting, guys. Remember, okay? First time only you have to do the perfectly. Next time onwards, copy paste only will be there. Sir, what is copy paste, sir? Very simple. See, this is top five products based on the sales, and top five, I want the bottom five. So for getting the bottom five, what I'm going for this one, let me add the border also. Okay, so let me add the some visual border. For adding the border, I'm going to go into the effects and I'm adding the border like this. Now this one also I'm going to take in the same way, and let me add the border for this. Okay, now this is top five, this is bottom five. For bottom five, what I have to do? Just in this case, you have to change this one. Instead of top, you have to click on the bottom and click on the apply. Automatically, you'll get the bottom five. Okay, and you have to change the title also. I'm going to change the title. For this particular one, I'm going to change the title. What is the title? Instead of top, I'm going to write the bottom. Is the point is clear? Top five products, bottom five products based on the sales. Now, next I'm going to take this one, copy and paste. After sales, what is the next one they ask in terms of profit and quantity sold? So I want based on the quantity. Instead of this one, I'm going to take the units sold. So which is having the top five products based on the units sold. These are the top five products based on units sold. What is the modification I have to do here? What modification I have to do here? Just I have to rename the anything, any modification is required? Means only title I have to change. In the title, I have to write the top five products based on the quantity. Just I have to change this one. And similarly, this one, bottom five, copy and paste. Okay. In this, I'm just changing instead of the sum of the sales units sold, which are the bottom five. Okay. Which are the top five? Which are the bottom five? So for bottom five, again, I'm going to just change the title. In the title, I'm going to give in terms of title as based on the quantity. Now, next, did they have given any profit for you to calculate based on the profit? Quantity they have given. So we are going to check the unit price, I mean number of units, and based on the units we are going to do. And coming to the next one. Okay. Now, number of units, number of units. Here, question is, as one of the student is asking the question, should I change to count? Swapna is asking the question count. No need, here they ask the number of transactions, bottom five number of transactions, or did they ask the units wise? Units wise means different. If it is number of transactions means different. Is the point is clear? Now here, can you see here, it is showing in a wrong way because can you observe clearly? 281, 238, 230, 225 and everything. 225 is the bottom five means how 248 will be in the bottom five? It cannot be there, right? Why it is the problem? Can anyone tell me? Here, I have selected the filter. What is the filter I applied here? Based on this one. I have to change based on the units sold. Here also, I have to change this one to units sold, not based on the. So filter also should be applied based on the units sold. Now you are going to get correctly. Based on the units sold, you have to give. And instead of keeping everything only blue color, just change the some different colors. Try to add some different colors. Already you know how to change the different colors. So just I'm going to show you for one of them as as a small example. Just you are going to click on this here. What are the bars are there? In the bars, you have to change the color to something different one, which are the color you are interested. Okay, just change to some other color. Okay, so you are having in terms of top 5 products, bottom 5 products based on the units sold. Units quantum is nothing but units sold. Now question is, next one is whether they have given the profit. Profit was not given, but they're asking to calculate the profit. How we can calculate? Here, the point to be noted is if they have given in the business problem, the profit is 10% of their net sales. I mean, after giving the discount, what are the amount is there? In that, they are going to get the 10% as the profit from each one. Every transaction, they are making only 10% of exact profit means. Now, tell me guys, how to create a new column with the profit column if they have given. Generally, if they have not given means, we have to get the sales and expenditure. If they have given to us, I'm saying clearly, if in the business problem they have told 10% is the profit. If 10% is the profit, then how to calculate the profit? So how you are going to calculate the profit? So how to add a new column with the profit from the each product? How to calculate? Just you are going to create the add column, custom column. You can create from this, or you can even create from the there also in the directly in the desktop itself. Here I'm going to add a new column. What is that column is called as profit. And what is the profit means? It is nothing but your after discount, sale after discount, which is nothing but net sale into 0.1. What is meant by 0.1 means 10%, or if you are confusing means just you can type into 10 divide by 100. Anything is fine. Percentage means nothing but divide by 100. So I'm going to just add into 10 and divide by 100, 10%. Now, whatever the here you have done, for that 10%, they are making the profit. And I'm changing the data type to decimal. Okay. And I'm going to click on the first apply, followed by close. Now, how to add the profits? Top 5 products based on the profit wise. Now, how to add the products based on the profit wise means? Just you're going to add this one. Control C, Control V. Okay, now you'll understand the advantage by doing for one of them. If you do for one of them at least, remaining things you can copy paste. Right? Now, I'm just keeping the in between gaps something like this. Okay. Now, sir, you're keeping the gap between the box to box, but it is not in the equal level, right? Now, to show you in the equal level, how we can bring that equal level means just when you are trying to keep this box like this, when you are getting the red color line that is in the same level. Okay. Now, this is also in the same level. Okay. This is, I want the top 5 products based on the profit. So for that, what I have to change this one to profit. Top 5 products I want based on the profit, not based on the sales. I'm going to click on the filter. Now here, instead of some of the sales also, I'm going to remove this one and profit. What are the profit is there? I'm adding the profit. Here 21.4 is there, 2.14, exactly 10% of that. 19.6 in that 10%. Obviously, what are the top 5 products are there in the sales, same top 5 products also will be in the profit, because every product are having the same amount of percentage of 10%. Now just we are going to take here title. To change the title, click on the general, and here top 5 products based on the profit. Sir, exactly to calculate the profit, this is a correct procedure. Calculating the profit means no. Basically, because they have not given to us what is the buying price. This is the selling price they have given. In our data set, whatever we see in the table view, here in the table view, each product price per unit we are seeing 80,000 they are selling. Okay, what is their buying price? If I know what is the buying price, then I can say which is profit, which is loss. Which product has made profit, which product has made the loss. But when I don't know what is the buying price, how I can create the profit? So that is the reason, just to show you as an example, I have done 10% of the profit. Similarly, you know how to create the bottom 5, copy and paste. Now, sir, left side okay, but what about this one? Length. Here everything are equally spaced, okay. What about this one, miss? Here just you are going to click on the view, okay. In the view or just format, within the format, select this one and this one. How to select 3 of them is control. Click on the control and click on the align perfectly. Okay, align to the left or align to the right or align to this one. So alignments will be done correctly. So you are going to do the alignment to the bottom or alignment to the top, alignment to the middle or something. Okay. So here I'm going to keep the alignment left to right. Now similarly, bottom 5. How to select the bottom 5 means here I have to select the profit here. Click on the apply. And similarly, this one also I have to change to profit. So here, whatever you are having the, whichever the product is having the sales price, same thing product in the, this one also. This is question number 1. Now let's move on to the next question. Question number 2. What is the question 2 is, how do the sales trends vary over the time? How do the sales varies over the time? For that I require the line plot. And in the line plot, I have to take on the x-axis date, y-axis, what is the question? Trend, sales trend. So sales trend means I want the sales. So sales after the discount, total sales, because at the end I'm going to get the after sale money only. After giving the discount only, finally the person will get that money. Okay, before to discount, what are the money you are seeing? That money anyways we are not going to get. Right? So now here 2022-21 the sales are dropped, and similarly after 2022 also the sales are dropped, and 2023 it was increased, and suddenly in the 2024 the complete sales are dropped. And I want this same thing in the, instead of year wise, I want quarterly wise, quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. So I'm going to get from the quarterly wise, quarterly, yearly, monthly. You can observe the data. You can keep a line plot in this way and you can start observing the data. Okay. Now, once you observe the data, okay. Now, anyone has observed anything here? In the quarter 1 to quarter 2, the sales are dropped. Quarter 3 also dropped. Quarter 4 increased. Quarter 1 dropped. Quarter 2 increased. Quarter 3 increased. Quarter 4 dropped. Here quarter 4 was increased. Here quarter 4 was quarter 4. What happened to quarter 4 here? Quarter 4 was dropped from quarter to quarter. Now, Have you observed any common thing? In every year, quarter one, in every year, quarter one, in the 2020, quarter one was dropped from quarter one to quarter two, right? Okay, quarter two was dropped. In 2021, in 2021 also, we have dropped. 2022, it was dropped. 2023, what are the 2023 is there? This is the starting, from starting to dropped. So every time it is dropping. Initial quarter is being a difficult phase every year for them. Okay, is the point is clear? That is the observation. If you have observed any particular quarter, commonly it is dropping. Okay, every quarter it is commonly dropping, or any month, particular month, it is dropping. Just we are going to observe that any particular one is there or not. Next, coming to the third question. Show the relationship between the sales and profit. What are the sales and profit you are having? Show the relationship. For showing the relationship, we are going to use the stacked bar. So here, what are the stacked bar is there? I'm going to choose the stacked bar chart. Okay. And in the stacked bar, I'm going to choose the sales, that is after discount. First, I'm going to choose the each product. What are the product is there? And sales after discount and profit. Now, if you observe in each of them, in each product, what is the sale and what is the profit was made. Okay. Just a minute. This is the, let me take in the different one, question 3. Okay, this is your question 3. And here you are having the profit of, in terms of sales of each product. Okay, sales of each product. And but what is the question they ask? Relation between sales and profit. Sales and profit both are continuous variable. Now two continuous variable, which type of plot we have to apply? Can we apply the stacked bar plot? Stacked bar plot should be applied between on the one categorical, one continuous, or two categorical. Two categorical with one continuous also stacked bar plot we can apply. But here the question is relationship between the sales versus profit. For sales versus profit, can we apply the bar plot? No. Then what plot do we have to apply for two continuous? Continuous. Exactly. So we are going to take on the continuous variable, that is sales. What are the sales we are having? And what are the profits we are having? Sales versus profit for different products. What are the different products we are having? You can choose the different products. You can add the different products in the legend, and you can see how the sales are increasing and profits are increasing or decreasing, right? Yeah, just a minute, guys. Yeah, if you can leave. Just I'm going to close in another 5-10 minutes, and you guys continue on the Monday. Monday you can you are going to attend from Monday, right? Online. Done. 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 So just you're going to select the data in this way, and you can add the values. What are the values you're going to add in terms of profit amount? So what are the profit amount or net sale amount you are having? Okay, just you are going to check product wise total amount of profit with respect to sales. What is the next one? Compare the sales profit quantity sold between any two periods selected by the user. So here we have to add the slicer. In the slicer, we have to give the date column. Any particular date we have to select means for that particular question, we have to choose the date column in the slicer. Now, when you are choosing the date column, okay, now this date column, you'll have the different here, single value is available, and within the slicer, we can add in terms of 1 minute. Just a minute. I'm going to take one more slicer. In this slicer, let me add the product name. Instead of scroll down something like this, you'll have the option called as drop down. I think in the format slicer settings, instead of vertical list, done. So in the same way here also for the date, you're going to change the slicer setting. Instead of vertical list, you're going to choose the drop tile. So you're having something like this. Okay. Now, what is the starting date to what are the ending date? But I don't want in this way. What is the requirement I want to do means I have to get the starting date and ending date. This is not my requirement. I don't want this one. Okay. So here, what are the slicers is there? Either vertical is there or title is there or drop down is there. What is the drop down means? You can select any one. This will be applied for the categorical data. But for date column, we are not going to apply in this way. For date column, we require the drag, which is selected by using the dragging like this. Or we require the calendar symbol. What are the calendar symbol is there? The calendar symbol I required. Means to be more simplified, I'll show you like this. I require the slicer. In that, I require the starting date. Here I have to get the option to select the date. Here also I have to get the option to select the date. Or, okay, within the slicer, in the two calendar symbols or with the this one. So if I modify this, what are the pointer is there? If I adjust my pointer to the left side, it has to be adjusted. So for doing that one, we are having a DAX function. What is the DAX function is called as calendar auto. The function name is called as calendar auto. So within the DAX, in the DAX function, I'm going to create a new measure. That new measure, whatever we are having, I have to add that new measure as a separate table. If I want to add as a new table, separately, I want to create a new table or separately, I'm going to click on this one, new table, click on the new table, and that new table I'm going to give as the date table. Table name is date table, and the function I'm going to use the calendar auto. This is the one. Okay, simply no need to give any input arguments. We are going to create a new table like this. In this, a column will be created. What is that column is? This is the column. So this column starts from the date. What is the date it is taking? 001-2020. So 001-2022 till today it is going to consider. Now, for this, I have to connect. What are the table is there? This table has to be connected to the one more table. What is the table I have to connect means to the sales table. Now earlier we have connected, right? Product, this table have we connected or not connected? So just I'm going to click on the manage relationships. And in the manage relationships, I'm adding the table. So which two tables I have to connect means product, sorry, not this one, sales. In the sales table, which one has to be connected? Product ID has to be connected, product ID. Okay, I have removed from the main table promotion ID I have removed, right? So that column was removed, so connection was removed. Done, understood. So since I have removed the promotion ID column from the main table of sales table, so it was removed. Now here, whatever this one I'm having, you can connect this table. How you are going to connect this table means add the new relationship. Here in the sales table, what are the date column you are having should be connected to the date table of date column and click on the save. Okay, and click on OK. It will be connected to this. And once connection is established, now we can use the data. Now, how to use that data? Now, for using that one, we are using the again slicer. In that, I'm going to choose this one. Now, can you see you got in that way? So what is the starting date to ending date? You can choose in this way. Is that clear? How to get this one, everyone? So now in the calendar, just you know how to adjust that one, right? Sizing you can know. So in the slicer setting, between we want between only starting date to ending date as per the requirement. And date, just I'm increasing the size. What are the data I required? Next, uh, values, slider color you can change to any different color, or you can keep the same color also, not a problem. Let's keep this one side. Here I'm going to increase the size of the values. Done. Size of the values somewhat better. I can see the size now. And next, slicer settings. In that between only, this is okay, no difference. Header only, header date. Date is correct only, but why it is not increasing the size? Just give me a minute. Oh, that much of smaller. Okay, background, not background. You want anything else? If you can add background or something. Not, I don't require anything. Just I require the border. Just I'm adding the border. Some visual border like this. Okay. And here I'm going to select the to starting date to ending date. What are the starting date to what are the ending date I require? You are going to select the date and according to that. Now, what is the question? Says profit, quantity, all these things. So just in this first page, already I'm having the everything. Just this slicer has to be brought to the page number 1. I have to add the slicer here. That's it. To add this slicer, this one I have to decrease something. Okay, as you know, right, how to modify this one, unnecessarily wasting the time in the adjustments. Automatically, it will take time when I'm doing the adjustment. Now, according to that, I have to change the heading size also. Size is that much, value is small, means it will not be good, correct? So based on the space, we are going to adjust everything. Right? Now, if we select end date, see, automatically the values here 21.4 million is there. Here, what are the value you are having? Every value will be modified accordingly. So if you change this one, see, this is 20, earlier it is 21.4 million when I'm having the last date, and here 281 is there. Now, when I'm changing this one, this brought to 17.2 million. And when I'm still reducing, automatically, according to the my starting date, ending date, everything is getting adjusted. Okay. So the question is, okay, compare the sales profit quantities sold between any periods. Any two periods. What are the two periods you are interested? You choose which are the two periods you are interested, and you can modify the date accordingly. So for getting this one, what we required? Calendar auto. That is the function name. Is the points are clear, guys? Understood, everyone? Question number 4. Most of you get the question 4 only as their problem because calendar auto was not covered in the class. Suddenly when I'm discussing this one, as I've told you, right? Again, based on the project to project, everything will be added. Done? Is that clear? You can adjust your screen accordingly. And when you're presenting, see, analysis is different, presentation is different. Don't think always from the presentation point of view. First, you complete your entire analysis. Last week, automatically can add the dashboard. And in the single screen only, you are not able to get also, we can add the multiple screens. That is not a problem. You have to complete everything in a single screen. There is no read. Is the point is clear? Now, just it is a new table. In the new table, I have added a new column. One more column called as, just added a new column separately. Okay, with respect of remaining columns, because I required from date, what are the date is there? So calendar auto means it will adjust the calendar based on the data. What are the data you are having, internal data with you? It will take accordingly and it will only assign the dates. For example, if you are having the data with 1994, it will automatically generate the 1994 here. Why it has given only 2020 means in your data set 2020 onwards only data is available. So that is the meaning of calendar auto. Is that clear? Understood calendar auto? Just you are creating a new table instead of creating with the same one. Ashwini, is your question is clear? Creating a new table. For creating a new table, how we have to create a new table means just you are going to click here in the view. Okay, in the, sorry, not in the view, in the modeling. In the modeling, click on the new table. In the new table, once you click on the new table, table means at least one column has to be created, right? Minimum one column should be there. Table cannot be empty table, right? So that particular column, when I'm clicking on this new table, it will ask what is the column you want to create. So you are going to add one column first. Later, you can add the multiple columns. You can add the multiple columns later. So you to add that single column, I'm going to click on the calendar auto and it has created one column called as date starting from 2020 to 2024 till what are the starting date of my data set to ending date of my data set. All dates are added as a new column. Sir, why we have not added in the sales only this new column is in the sales, what are the number of records and these column, what are the number of records is there now mismatch. It will mismatch. So that is the reason we have. Point is clear? Ashwini, is your question is clear? Done? Okay. So from here, we'll continue in the tomorrow's class. Where? No. Line plot means x-axis should be increasing now. They asked sales versus profit, right? Sales versus profit, you want to take as per year wise. Year wise sales versus profit you want to compare. Then you can go with the line plot. Next class is on Monday. Exactly. We'll continue this one on Monday and we'll close. And what you told that yesterday some part was completed and still some part was left now. So that balance part now also you can continue with the try. You try from your end. How you have tried initially and how you have given me the answers. Except calendar auto, everyone has given the correct answers only. When I asked what is the plot, you have given the correct answer. When I asked in this case which one I have to select means you have given the correct answer. And how to calculate the measurements, you have given the correct answer. Most of the students are giving the correct answers and I'm happy with that. Now remaining things also now you do practice that one, right? Done guys? If you are having any questions, please ask. What are the questions you are having? Yeah, Bindu is asking how to check the outliers and skewness. So Bindu, you can check the skewness by using the median and mean value based on mean median. You are having the mean and median, right? So based on that, you can say that whether it is a right skewed or left skewed. Right? Done. Yes, outliers, we can go with the box plot. Check using the box plot. Done. Okay, guys, we'll continue. Can you please share the Power BI dashboard up to now? Done. Just to give me 1 minute. I'm just sharing this as is Power BI dashboard in your Google Drive, where you have found the Power BI end-to-end project folder is in, right? There only I'm going to add this one also. My Power BI file, just I'm adding as it is like that. Just you can cross check once and confirm whether it is available or not. It is available now. Could you please cross check once? Meena? Right.